Hello, my dear YouTube students. Welcome to my channel. Today in this video, we are going to learn the summary of a class 9 poem, Ethics. So, the explanation of this poem is already uploaded in the video, and the link of the same will be shared in the description box, in the I button, and even in the end screen. So, you can visit the video from there and have a watch throughout. So let's move ahead. But before that, if you're watching my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all the upcoming videos. Do watch the video till end, and if you like it, do hit the like button and share with your friends. So let's move ahead now. And there's one more news for you all that we have come up with Scorpio Class Hindi channel. And in this channel, you're going to find Hindi lessons explanation, question and answer videos, grammar syllabus of 8, 9, and 10. So to get the link, quickly visit the description box and find the link of Scorpio Class in the channel, subscribe to it and share it with your friends. You can also click the link which is showing and popping up in the I button above so that you can directly go to the channel and subscribe to it. So with this, let's move ahead now and look about the poet in short. Okay, so the poet of this poem is Linda Pastan. She was a Jewish poet. She was born in New York in the year 1932. She graduated from Radcliffe College and received her MA from Brandeis University. She has written a number of poems and has received a number of awards and honors. Okay, so this is a brief intro about the poet Linda Paston. Now, let's move ahead and look at the summary of the poem. So, first of all, what is ethics? Ethics is nothing but moral values or moral principles which a child or a person should have. Okay. So, here the poem begins with the memory of an ethics class when Paston was a child. Okay. So she is recalling an ethics class when she was a child. The teacher had posed a question that, in case of a fire in the museum, which one would the children save? An old woman or a Rembrandt painting? Okay, so she remembers that a teacher had asked the question to them when she was young in the school that if, in case there's a fire in the museum and you're present there, what would you save? Whom would you save? An old woman or a Rembrandt painting? No, Rembrandt is a Dutch painter who was very famous, and his paintings were very famous. And so she was asking, if there's a fire, what would you choose? Whom would you save? An old woman or the painting of Rembrandt? So the children were very immature at the time, and they could not understand the depth of the question. So they used to move restlessly on their chairs, choosing the old woman once and the painting next time. Okay, so as we ask some question to children, they become so confused and they are so restless to think about the answer. They thought to choose to save an old woman once, and the other time they used to say, no, we'll save the painting. Sometimes the poet used to imagine that the old woman was her grandmother who wandered about in the museum. Okay, so she also imagined that old grandmother as her grandmother, old woman as her grandmother, and she thought she would save her. And the other time she used to think to save the painting. Then, once a student answered that the woman herself should decide whether she wanted to be saved or not. To this, the teacher replied that it was a shirking of responsibility. Okay, so the students, when they were not able to answer properly, they said it is woman's decision. She should decide whether she wants to be saved or not. So at this reply, the teacher said that it is shirking of responsibility, means avoiding or ignoring of your duty and responsibility. Then now, many years later, the poet, she is an almost old woman. She herself stands before the real painting in the museum and recollects the question posed to her years ago by her teacher. Okay, so now when this child, Linda Pastan, she has become an old woman. So she herself is standing before a real painting in the museum and she recollects the question which was once posed by her teacher many years ago. And then now the maturity in her thinking makes her realize that both life and art have equal value. Okay, she realizes both life and art has equal value. And she realizes that moral values can only be learned from the reflection which comes through experience and maturity. So now, because she's mature enough, she thinks that she realizes that moral values, the ethics, can be learned only from the reflection of experience. As in, when the time passes, you grow older, you have many experiences and maturity, you can learn and have good moral values and ethics in you, and you can decide what best to be done. Now, at the end, the poet says that children do not have the maturity to understand the value of art or old age. Okay, so she ends the poem by saying that children do not have so much of maturity to understand and differentiate the value of art or old age, because both has equal values, but the children, they are not able to recognize it because their maturity is not up to the mark. So, with these few sentences, we come up to the end of the summary and as well as end of the video. I hope you liked the summary, understood it, and if you like the video, do hit the like button and share it with your friends. Do subscribe to the channel Scorpio Class Hindi and stay tuned for more such videos. Thank you.